Hey everybody, it's Ed. So today's video, the other day I made a video where I had gotten some mail, and included in that mail I received 2 CDs of original Elvis Presley albums. That makes sense. So what I wanted to do is, as I look through my collection of original Elvis albums that are on CD, I realized that I had a lot more than I thought. So thought I'd make this video showing my collection of just about 40 Elvis original album CDs, or original albums that are on CD. And these were pressed between the 1980s and 1990s, okay? So we are going to start with, well, it's, of course, the very first album that was released by RCA in 1956. Now, I believe that this one came out in 1985 or 1986. I believe this was 1985. And what they did was they digitally mastered it to mono, its original mono state. And I got to be honest, in my opinion, I think this is a very good pressing. I think it sounds good for one of the first Elvis CD pressings. So we have the original album. Okay. Now, when the CDs were originally released in the 1980s, they did have a blue ring around the CD itself. On this particular pressing, I believe this one is from the 90s, so this is a later pressing of this release. But again, digitally restored to its original mono. Second album. All right, I'm going to start breezing through these a little bit quicker. Here we have Elvis's Christmas album. All right, and the inside book is actually a nice reproduction of the actual original album. And this is the blue ring that I'm talking about around the CD itself. All right, now this is, I think this was a Record Club exclusive, but this is Elvis's Golden Records. And the reason I believe this is the Record Club is this on the back. There you go. But we all know Elvis's Gold Records. So instead of a blue ring, this one had a black ring around it. All right. Then I have for LP fans only. So again, these are the original Elvis albums released on CD. Now, I don't have all of them, obviously, but like I said, my collection is actually bigger than I thought. So again, a blue ring, you can see this in 80s pressing. All right, and then we have Blue Hawaii soundtrack. All right, you can see that this is either late 80s, early 90s. And then we have Something for Everybody. And again, okay. Start breezing. Oh, look at that. Elvis's Golden Records Volume Tree. That's right, I said tree. All right, and this is, I want to say about 94 with this particular CD pressing. All right, and then we have TV special. You'll see I'm missing a lot of 50s and 60s. All right. Now this one, I need the American pressing. When I got this, I bought this at Graceland. My father and I went back in 2019. Not at Graceland itself, but one of the gift shops. And I didn't take notice that it was I believe this is from Germany, but it's a German pressing. But I do need an American release on this. All right, and then we have Elvis in Person at the International. Okay, and this is on the black label CD. So this was around the time that the 50s Masters box set was released, as they're advertising it on the back. So what was that, 92, 93? All right, and then we have Elvis Back in Memphis. All right, the second album from the American Sound Studio Sessions. All right, and then we have February 1970 On Stage, original CD. Oops, this one, the cover's broken. There you go. That's the CD. All right, and this one I also picked up when my dad and I went to Graceland back in 2019. And actually, I never even opened this one, but this one is an American release as well. All right, so then we have, we have Elvis Worldwide Gold Hits Volume 1, Part 1 and 2. Now, these are unique where the first CD is in mono, and it says so. And not only that, but hopefully you can notice it's like in a gold tint, which is pretty cool. All right, but the second CD is actually, it says it's in stereo. So, when this box set was initially released, everything was a mono mix. So, the first disc is mono, and second disc is stereo. Go figure. All right, so you got that. All right, and then this one I only found not too long ago, and I was so happy when I found this. I couldn't believe that I actually finally got my hands on it. And it is my favorite Elvis album, and that is Elvis Country. I'm 10,000 years old. And yeah, so I was extremely happy to finally get that one. All right, and this one I've had, and this is Love Letters from Elvis. I think this one's difficult to come by now. I don't know if it's particularly expensive, but just hard to find. All right, then we have Elvis Sings the Wonderful World of Christmas. Definitely a favorite of mine since childhood. Always remember hearing this around Christmas. Okay, we're almost there. Well, no, we're not. We're about halfway. We have Elvis Now, and this is thanks to Johnny at Prince Elvis Jackson, 88. And that's that. All right, and then we have Elvis, He Touched Me. Okay. All right, now this one's a curiosity. It's a special product, I think. Yeah, RCA special products. So I'm not exactly sure the origins of this. I didn't look it up. I was lazy. All right, but we have that. All right, and then we have Elvis is recorded at Madison Square Garden, 1972, June 10th. Okay, and then I also have it on Japanese release from 1985 because it has the 50th anniversary logo on it. I'm sure this might be worth something. Could be. Who knows? All right, and then we have Aloha from Hawaii. And again, cover snapped off, but okay, it's fine. CD is good. All right, and then we have the Elvis album, which has become known as, or AKA, the Fool album. And all right, now I do play these on occasion, and I think for the most part they sound pretty good. I mean, they're not the best pressings out there, but I think they are they're original to what was, or true to what was originally released on vinyl. The original, those masters. All right, I believe this is another special product, and it is. All right, so again, I'm not really sure on the story behind this, who had it. All right, and then here we have the awesome recorded live in Memphis. It's upside down, but you get the picture. All right, and then again, same thing, Japanese pressing on the blue label. All right, but this one does not have the 50th anniversary, but it does say 1986, where the other one was 1985. Okay, we're almost at the end, and we have Good Times. All right, we're coming up on the late 70s, or mid to late 70s. Pressings, or releases rather. And again, thank you, Johnny, aka Prince Elvis Jackson, 88, for Promised Land, which he gifted me. All right, and then we have Pure Gold, which I'm surprised they released this on CD, but okay. All right, and then we have Today. Even tells you, what does it say? Original album art. All right, and then, boom. And then we have, I believe this is another special product, but Legendary Performer Volume 2. And it is a special product. Okay, and there's only 2 left. And then we have Welcome to My World. Now I also do have from Elvis Presley Boulevard, but I couldn't locate it. But last but not least, we have a Moody a Blue. All right. And this one's interesting. It's on a blue CD. All right, so there you have it. So what do I need? Well, whatever I didn't show you, but the list that I made for what I would actually think is out there, or what I know is out there. I need Loving You, I need King Creole, Date with Elvis, Elvis is Back, GI Blues, His Hand in Mine, Potluck, Elvis for Everyone, How Great Thou Art, Gold Records 4, and from Elvis in Memphis on a U.S. pressing. I don't think that any Camdens, particularly with the exception of Burning Love, or maybe it was a special product, I don't think any Camdens were released back initially between the 80s to early 90s. I think the Camdens came out, if I remember correctly, early or mid 2000s. But I could be wrong. If somebody else knows, please make me aware. All right, but that's pretty much it. So again, I'm gonna try and shoot for obtaining a complete collection of the original album releases on, close to original CD pressing releases, if possible. We'll see what happens. Now you may be thinking, Ed, why are you doing this? You have the box set of the complete album collection, so why would you try and get these original pressings? Because the mastering on them, is different. And like I said, even though the box set does try to capture the original mastering of the original pressings of, the albums as they were released, with these, I like to see how different they are, or how much better, they become, or maybe even not on the box set, because I think some of these original pressings can be comparable to what is on that box set. But, you may think, oh my God, you're crazy. I don't know. Again, this is just my opinion. So I do like to discern what I can between the different masterings and pressings, if you will. So it's just something good to do. It's something fun. All right, but that's pretty much it. And again, just a quick reminder, there are still available some repressings of the Fan Club Button and my very first Elvis concert, July 16th, 1975, New Haven, Connecticut. Good times had by all. All right, but I do appreciate you all watching. And if you would like, leave me a comment. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Take care.